All systems functional.
Olá, família. Hoje vamos jogar umas aventuras. Tentando conseguir um clã porque eu estou voltando a esse jogo.
Captain Glarios knows something about that vessel.
Vixe, Capitão
Infiltrate and
Clarice.
recover Orokin-era naval records.
Tá tão baixo pra
Our
mim.
ghost ship has a name. I want it.
Porque é online. Eu não sei se eu consigo aumentar o áudio. Mixer. Ah, porque o frame está baixo mesmo. Está a ser explicado. Ai meu Deus. Estou preso nos cabos do computador.
Disable priority targets prior to boarding the capital ship.
Torpedoes locked. Target in range. Firing.
Agora eu tô andando na nave. E sei lá.
Hull breach. Immediate repair required.
Como que ele mandou um solo pra não sair o Jack, né? Não tem ninguém pra cuidar da nave. Enquanto eu faço essa missão.
Repressurizing.
Sair. Deixa eu sair. Não, porque estão atacando a nave. Na moral. Que eu não sei. Tipo a nave operacional.
Proceed to your primary objective. This is not a drill. Hull breach. We are breaking apart. Immediate repairs.
Tá, não sei agora. Na nave, mas não, perto da nave tem. Nossa, tá. Eu não consigo consertar. Tô fugindo. Não vamos fazer essa missão hoje. Vamos fazer a chave do clã. Porque, né? É essencial. Onde está a chave do clã? Aqui. Aí um dia eu posso arrumar a Railjack.
Your dismemberment of me has not resulted in a conventional outcome.
Jahu e Netra. Qual? Não é essa primeiro? Calma. Jahu. E Netra? Netra. Então, Kira, talvez o último. Grandes problemas de não usar Discord. Todo mundo usa Discord, eu não entendo porque. Deixe-me ser antissocial. Eu preciso de um negócio. Caraca, rage. Meu cu de 4. Eu não sei o que faz. O que dá pra fazer? Tá, não tem nenhuma boa. Eu realmente tenho que esperar até amanhã pra, tipo, pegar a... dar um trato nessa Railjack, porque aparentemente mudou tudo. E meus negócios estão nível 1. Vamos fazer isso. Vou fazer isso aí pra minha vida. Abrir a porta. O que é isso?
You were going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic.
É isso? Bora, filho. Ah, demigração de partida. Ai, que saco. Odeio esse pessoal que sai assim que perde uma. Não entende por motivo. Porque perdendo uma não é nem tipo nada demais. Principalmente em Fenda, né? Pelo amor de Deus. Esses cabos estão me incomodando pra caralho.
Tenno, on the lookout for increased security measures.
Vai, B tá sendo deletado porque... Oxi. Nem vim pra cá. Tá, alguma coisa tá acontecendo.
They destroyed the data. This
Deixa eu
must not
sair.
happen again with the next vault.
Alguma coisa tá acontecendo. Poxa, eu segurei K, porque que só foi 2? Bora tentar de novo. Espionagem solo. Não aguento mais noob. Vou solo daqui pra frente, daqui pra cima. O que tá pra fazer aqui? Muito de coisa. B. Olhando por lá, tem que ir por trás. Aqui como ir por trás? Aqui.
Move and strike. We have to win this.
Agora que eu vim por trás. Vem por aqui.
That was a close one.
E voltei pro início. Ah, também ali um negócio. Deativar.
Alarms have been triggered.
Ok,
You need
que
to
eu
retrieve
ativei?
that data before the data destruction is complete.
Vou chutar que é por aqui. Menos que não seja. O quê? Vixe, mudaram, eu não tô entendendo porra nenhuma. Ah, tá aqui. Ah, consigo.
They destroyed the data. This must not
Tá,
happen
pelo menos
again
agora eu
in
sei
the
como é
next
que
world.
faz.
The reactant is working on your relic. Find more.
Bora ser agente do caos. Vamos girar então, eu não sei o que eu tô fazendo. Meu Deus. Eu cheguei no A. Pelo A, né? Quero matar todo mundo só pra me dar o alerta. E pra fazer o A, tem que vir aqui. Tem que ativar os dois negócios lá de baixo, beleza. Tem que ativar esse.
You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look
Okay.
inside.
Ai meu Deus. Tá, agora a espionagem dá um pouquinho mais de medo. Ai. Ai, meu.
Alarms. Data destruction is imminent. You need to hurry.
Y. Agora volta pra cá. Y.
Data integrity verified.
Ah,
Retrieval
agora
was
entendi.
successful.
Agora entendi. Nunca mais vou falhar. Como se fosse. Se eu pegar o Loki, talvez seja mais chance, sabe, de fazer. Se você try hard como o Loki try, desde sempre buildado. Bora comprar. Eu sou realmente muita gente do caos. Não tem nem motivo. Interagir. Oh man.
Alarms have been triggered. You need to retrieve that data before destruction is complete. You got it. The data is still intact.
That's it.
The data we retrieved will have to suffice. Get to extraction.
O que esse cara tá fazendo? Ele não tá fazendo a missão, não tá... Tá morrendo. Só tá fragando. Que loucura. Ai meu Deus, fiquei preso. Eu não sei mais o que builda nesse jogo. Tô muito triste.
So a few weekends ago, I went and some others. We went to
Bloomsburg,
even Mansfield. We actually got like 40 to 50 people in Lock Haven, which was pretty good. Yeah.
Pra meta, mano. Oxi.
What was I thinking to myself? The prior weekend, I was not able to go, but some people went to the western side, so California, Clarion, Edinburgh. And did get some good showing and even got some coverage from CBS, like a CBS affiliate, which I thought was pretty cool. But to also mention, right, of some of the things that the Chancellor has said most recently, because they recently had an emergency board meeting, which was to appoint 2 new students to the board, and then also to have an integration workshop, which basically was the Chancellor trying to like cover up everything that's going on and say like, oh, yeah, look at the good things we're doing.
Yeah.
As he specifically said, he was like, these aren't layoffs, they're employment reductions.
No, they're fucking layoffs. Yep.
And then I loved this because I got a funny tweet, I think, out of it. I forget exactly what I tweeted, but
we received intel that
he said
vital
twice,
to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them.
Oh god.
dude.
Yeah, okay, facts
Will you
matter.
help
That's
us,
why
General?
that's why they're fucking
our
layoffs,
cause?
dude.
Corp us have tech
Fucking,
weapons.
you don't need to dress it
We'll
up.
need to be
I mean, I
careful.
get like the way you see it, you're just doing your job, which is to fuck people over because that's all your job's ever been. But like, at least be, I'd like, don't piss on my head and tell me it's raining, sort of deal.
Yes.
Yeah. But you know, and also to I find it very funny. So from
We
the
cannot let our
first,
target know we're here. Track
public
them
comment
quickly.
hearing, I spoke.
Bicho, que é Gavanais,
usually
mano?
cut grass.
Não tenho a menor ideia.
And I decided to listen in on my headphones instead of listening to podcasts or things while cutting. And then I made a comment, and my comment got me
Target
sort of an
located.
article that was
Bring
framed
them
around
in.
my comments, where it says grad student cutting lawns to pay off college debt gives officials a lecture on PA State University murders.
Mission
It's in
complete.
the PA
The captive has
Post-Gazette.
been escorted
Find it
to the
kind of funny,
extraction point.
because it
Well
says
done.
from an undisclosed law. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. It was just kind of funny, and I did say something which became a quote, which I was glad was cutting around, just like you're cutting public higher education.
Zing.
But yeah, zing. And you know, and also to reiterate again, of
Heavy
just like
robotics,
some
Metro
other
detected.
concerns and
Lock
things
and load.
briefly is currently, I had seen an article that the NCAA still is missing information from the state system about things. So with that communication that they said that they were going to do better with, that's a good one. Kind of like that. And then also, you might hear the chancellor or the governor or others say that there has been
Será que esse jato já tem alguma coisa pra comprar?
decline of, I
Não
forget
tenho a
what
menor
they said, I
ideia.
think like 21% or something. Now, conveniently, that's over the past 10 years. And yeah, and as I will reiterate again, that's because college is not as
Ai meu
affordable
Deus,
as it
mano.
was.
Não sei mais andar nesse mapa.
Wow. But
Que
if
raiva.
you actually look at enrollment from the year 2000, which was at about 96,000 students, and enrollment in 2019, which was 95,800 according to Wikipedia, that's roughly the same amount of enrollment, and that's pre-COVID in a sense. And yet our funding has decreased by over 30%. So, them saying that we need to right size, is absurd. It's just the chancellor doesn't want to fight for more funding.
Cool.
He doesn't want to actually fight the legislature. He specifically was asked a question by a Republican rep, I think, around oh, well, the school in my district, IUP, is facing a lot of cuts because other universities, which are smaller and are not making a profit, are, IUP's having to hold,
Então bora.
having to make cuts for those universities to survive. And then the chancellor's you're right. And you know what? If my state system redesign and such doesn't work, I'm going to come back here. I'm going to dissolve the system. And then he had to write an apology letter and stuff saying that's not what I was saying. That's not what I was saying.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if you were doing, I mean, the thing is, the system doesn't need to contract. The system needs to expand. There's at least 48 more universities they have to build. For Wyoming University of Pennsylvania, Rhode Island University of Pennsylvania. Let me get Kansas University of Pennsylvania. Right.
I've heard of that
so on
one.
and so forth.
Wow.
Just to continue to confuse people.
Yeah. But and sort of you can go to the next slide because I'll sort of wrap up with this. But
Tomara que dê pra evoluir a Railjack, porque é impossível, na moral.
Previously of things were some of the dates of there were council of trustees meetings, public hearings. That was a while back. But to sort of
Aqui tem cara de ter como evoluir a Railjack, não tem
again,
como.
the board vote of this is July 14th and 15th. I have
Hello, disembarkers.
Ah,
I
tem.
have tweeted
Nossa.
at them and have been is there public comment? Do you have an
Plano de
agenda of
estudos,
the thing? They're
indicadores.
we will get that to you as soon as possible, or or whatever they want to say. And yet, for the emergency board meeting that they had, they notified people
Tá, tô
on
tipo ficando melhor,
Sunday.
ó.
Yet I had
Melhor
seen
coisas.
an email that like someone who works with me, because I'm a graduate assistant.
Só que
They got an email like a while back saying that there was going to be a
como é
meeting
que
on
faz
June 30th. They
solo,
never
mano?
publicized it until like the weekend right before. It's like
Oxi.
you don't communicate. You really don't. But we gotta love that. But yeah, also I called their office and then I got transferred to a number that was a retired staff member.
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
Just why? Just please. Yeah. So you gotta love it. But, you know, please, I encourage everyone out there. You know, if you can or will, to follow Patchy Defenders on Twitter. It's @DefendersPatchy. We also have like a Facebook, Instagram.
Não sei como é que
We're,
faz.
you know, trying to like tweet out things, keep people in the know. As well, I highly encourage folks to call their own like local representatives and elected officials to urge them to make statements. I know that the like Council of Trustees, I think the California Council of Trustees put out a statement, or maybe it was Clarion, where they were saying we are against this plan. This needs to be delayed. I know that some of the House Democrats in the PA legislature wrote a letter urging like a 1-year delay, and you know, so on. But like, please do that. Please also just like annoy and call the governor's office and say that he should vote no, and that he's not actually the education governor that he wants to be.
Yes.
Yeah, things like that. But you gotta love it. But yeah, I think that's it.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yay. Yeah. Save Pennsylvania education.
Yeah, please.
All right.
Yes, please.
We don't have Alice here, so here's how this. Liam, you have to do the safety third guitar riff.
Don't shake hands with danger.
No, I was gonna do shake hands with danger. You did the guitar riff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Caution. Void sink detected aboard that vessel.
Ai meu Deus.
A clumsy breach. Our invaders possess more enthusiasm
merda
than
é
talent.
Podcast called Safety Third. Right? Yeah, I was supposed
Torpedoes locked. Target.
Eu fingi que eu sei o que tá acontecendo.
Firing.
They're dropping reactants.
your podcast
Use it to
because
crack
YouTube
open a
told
relic.
me I'd probably like it. So far, WCW has utterly
Meu Deus.
Unassigned. Ship located. Deploying immediately.
Ok, eu acho que não é pra estar usando essas armas.
Thank God, because I
Look for
fucking
more
breathe right
reactants.
now.
Merda, o que que eu virei?
briefly worked at a small rebar fabrication
Fire
company
crew,
in my
attention
hometown.
needed.
My job as rebar crossing FMG was in the fabrication facility. An environment covered in reflects of steel viscera from shaking, cutting, and
Fires
bending the
extinguished.
bars of material.
Oxygen levels
Accumulated dirt
normalizing.
and grime in areas
Storm
of
is
black
becoming
oil,
more
ultimately
severe.
Industrial
Ramsled
lubricants
teams
and the elements
neutralized.
and musty Midwestern air.
Torpedoes primed. Stand by
Mounted
to
about
salvage the
25 feet above
remains.
the main work floor were two heavy lift cranes. One
The
was
enemy
well
have called in a
removed,
cruise
and one
ship.
that was clearly
Situation
total
Avançado?
of indeterminate age.
Avançado?
My guess was 30 years at the
Void
time,
sink
Avançado?
forming.
but nobody
Eyes
really
open.
knew because he was there before they all showed up. The older unit, which was rated to lift fewer loads than the newer one, had periodic problems with the rotating drums and lifting
A bonus for whoever captures that ship. Ram sleds away.
would start dropping back down. Forcing whoever was
Eu
operating
acho que tem que sair da Rejack, né?
to
Não sei.
explode in the air. Yes.
Acho que não temos porra nenhuma.
Having to operate 2 8-hour shifts, 6 to 4 and 4
Corpus
to
Borax
midnight each
troops.
day.
This is what you trained for.
So I guess
Freight linker?
some of them
Send the
could've
ram
made those
sleds in.
crashing meetings then. But
Ok.
anyhow, the crane
Que merda tá acontecendo nesse jogo, mano?
had only one unlicensed guy who knew how to do it. Or at least knew how to make it work normally for a few weeks until it needed fixing
Kill
again.
the lights. Go.
Surely this situation would be solved alone and not
Freight
seeing a
linker
professional
destroyed.
fix is necessary on such an old
Threat
unit, and it
Next
probably could be
objective.
corrected by one of us with enough know-how and lack of concern
Clear
for personal
the
safety.
ports.
You know, there's no safety
Cancel
harnesses attached to anything
maintenance.
on this. To perform
All
the work
fighters,
45 feet in the
go.
air on a tall, leaning ladder
I
placed
want torpedoes
Crane's
armed
body.
and dispatched now.
Anyway,
Eu tenho 2 de QI, mano. O que tá acontecendo?
That's it. You opened
brakes
the
on the
relic.
wheels used to
Finish
move
your
the
mission
crane
and we'll take a look
longitude.
Eu abri a
inside.
review.
Also trying to make that work. Visually perceptible smoke.
Ok, ok, ok. O que tá acontecendo? Não.
About the things he was the only expert available for. Both him out of position
Okay.
the crane and
Okay,
the ladder
okay, okay.
declining to the unsafe
Não sei o que tá acontecendo.
safely as possible. By putting the crane
Let's
down at the
soften
sloped
them.
end of the building, where the
Torpedoes.
crane would be resting against the stops to cancel out any rolling. And the ladder would be back as the brakes on the top. Note that the taken care that this tech,
Não tô.
had performed its fixed
Handing
operation
off to
before,
Pedo
and even
Coordinate
still, the foreman was reminded him, a person who had been working
on
there
the
for at least a few
other
time,
side.
a few years by the time he took the job.
Eliminate all
How
Corvus
to do
threats.
this
Ah, eu posso só entrar. Eu não preciso
environment allowed.
me importar com a nave. Ah,
Those who
isso deixa o jogo melhor.
over the past week, the truck there, which also had to be very
Sou burro.
To add +2 difficulty to his task, he decided to place the ladder
I
against the
wanted
crane
them
in the
dead.
direction it would roll
They are
away
not
from
only alive,
should
they
he
are on
begin-
my
should it
ship.
begin moving while he was up
Fix
there.
that.
He moved the crane into position, proceeded to get the ladder up, and once he felt it was safe, he began climbing.
O que tá acontecendo?
About his work, a look of "I told you so" all in his facial expression. Well, I, being only 19 years old at this point, watched anxiously as I continued on my work.
Luzes brilhantes, luzes brilhantes.
Tacked down about 2/3 the way up, the train's wheels began moving towards the slope, a sensation he felt in the ladder shifting where he was. Immediately trying to swivel down the ladder,
Eu tô tão perdido. Bora de analisar os bichos. Pera, não tô vendo porra nenhuma.
Broken their ranks and they are on
section of
another successful mission. Find extraction.
Eu acho que eu fiz alguma coisa.
Sticking straight up through the rungs of the ladder he was positioned on.
Aí, história final 2.
Elements are not nice because you know I got that one under. This is not an environment where
Mas quanto dano? 180 mil de dano.
he was out for weeks afterwards, likely getting workman's comp and putting more strain on the rest of us already working
Void Storm.
12-hour, 8-hour shifts on 6 days out of 5 days a week.
Bicho.
This anecdote would be one of the few cases on
Okay.
the show where at least some personal responsibility on the part of the task individual should have been involved to prevent the
Yeah.
outcome. And maybe one where the boss man had more sense than the guys. Anyway, that's what happened. So,
What?
Not the case for Caras.
Mars Ridge slows the third
Tanta luz brilhando hoje.
ladder,
Videogames.
unbraked overhead crane. Safety third. Okay.
Bora família.
Get our Bora forces off the freight linker transport and into the ram sleds. Now!
Plug again.
Storm
And
is category 5.
Defenders Patchy on Twitter.
5 is the worst, by the
And then
way.
also in the description.
Uau, o robô falando que nem um robô.
As well, just to say, if you want to bother the governor, his phone number is 717-787-2500.
Pangolim Prime.
Please do that at your earliest convenience.
Always a good idea to bother the government.
Yeah.
Será que foi muita voltage?
Yeah.
And lastly, I will say, I also have a podcast with my best friend, which we probably will be talking more about Ashy and such, and keeping folks in the know even after like this.
Ganhei uma radiante e uma neo.
If you ever want to listen to non-applicable, you can find us on Spotify. What else? Anchor, Apple Podcasts.
Everywhere fine podcasts are sold.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go listen to Lions Led by Donkeys.
Yes.
Listen to Kill James Bond. I just listened to some of it.
Listen to
O que
Trash
tinha que
Future.
dropar?
Yes.
Alright, that's enough. Bye, everybody.
All right. We did it. We did a podcast.
Não sei, mano.
My end. Yep. Senpai Kohai relationship.
Oh, fucking wait. I am
Follow
now recording
keys.
locally. Oh my god, I'm so fucking excited.
Okay, Dev. Gavin.
Okay.
The spy who devved me. Okay.
That clap wasn't the clap. I'm now recording locally.
No, we're about to sync because I just started. Zencaster, so when I say mark, you say clap. 3,
Another job well
2,
executed.
1, mark. Useful.
Bicho.
Alright, I'm gonna go
Come
through
on,
the
out of
theme song here.
Ow! The equipment fuse. I admit it's a good looking game.
Void storm rolling in. Batten down the hatches.
Essa é a torre, ela não vai por dois lados
Kill
não,
James
mas...
Bond
Ah,
podcast where we try and kill
tem
James
ventral e a
I am
versão.
Alice Corvo Kelly. Joining me
Void storms.
are Abigail
High
Thorne
probability of
Hello?
void fissures forming inside nearby
and Devon.
vessels. Be on high
To
alert.
ill
Metal deployed.
We watched The Spy Who Loved Me.
Leaders wanna fight.
Roger
Give
Moore's.
them one.
Well,
Engage.
I want to call it You Only Thunderball
Disable
Twice,
priority
right?
targets
Because this is the
before
point
hitting that
where
capital
the
ship.
Bond movies start to like the
Marines,
tape has come a bit
charge
fucked
personal
in the machine.
shields
It's
and
like
get our
showing
ram
you things
sleds.
overseas.
Diamonds are Thunderball twice.
Yes.
Meu,
I'd say this, but I enjoyed this movie quite a great deal. Like,
Yeah,
there's still
so did
things
I,
to
sadly.
complain about, but this is the most fun I've had watching a
Arm
Bond
the
film so
warheads.
far.
Oh yeah.
Fire full
100%.
salvo.
So
Take them down.
I'm just gonna go straight into the synopsis, to be honest.
Yeah,
Which
hit us with it.
Because
Alpha
like
protocols.
editing has been invented by the time this movie is made.
Thank God.
So we fucking start. It fucking starts. It fucking goes.
Assist.
suponho que o motorista vai ser
Start on
sempre
British
motorista.
submarine, HMS Ranger, which is just hanging out doing Cold War stuff.
Those
Only
drones
for
were our
some
data
fucking
grid's best
tractor
defense.
beam shit. People call it. That like
Isso é uma merda pra você, né?
tea in the
Pelo amor de
canteen
Deus.
starts shaking and it loses all power and
Progress
it
halted.
disappears entirely.
Jamming drones.
And at the same time, Soviet chemistry also
Jamming
goes
drones.
missing.
Report
We get
in.
this kind of quite fun
Jamming drones.
sequence of
I
M
want
and
more
M's
firepower
Soviet
out
opposite
there.
number, General
Launch
Gogol,
one of the cruise ships.
both doing the exact
Tá,
same
deixa eu
thing,
fazer um negócio da missão, por
taking
favor,
phone
nisso.
calls from their respective bosses, being like, yeah, what's up, best agent.
Uau, eu fiz um negócio da missão. Tô tão orgulhoso.
M immediately texts Bond,
Special
O Jack tá morrendo.
fucking watch.
We're
Our data
hold on,
grid is safe.
We are.
because it is slightly important.
Void storm
So,
intensifying.
Russian Bond, but this is red grand
One last
motherfucker. This isn't
thing.
no.
Get to the
No,
override
this is a
terminal.
girl boss.
Yeah.
They fucking.
I will get
The
agent
way
Isn't
this
it
is
though?
made, right, is so clearly intended to be like, you're supposed to be
Fighters,
shocked
launch.
because you're watching
That
this
rail
movie
jack
and you
can't
fucking
hold out
don't
forever.
deserve it. You're like,
Some Bora.
I've got to say, I fully fell for
yeah.
it. They fully got me with this scene. I was like, oh!
Posso tomar a nave deles?
Go after Secretary Soviet money.
Ou isso era só no.
Where Agent
Se for só no outro modo, eu acho que é uma evolução boa. Na moral. Tem que ir completamente.
It's like with the agent triple X and it cuts to some having sex.
Não conseguiu acertar nada, pessoal.
Like Connery haircut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the camera focuses on him.
And I think it's gonna be. Fucking her. She's Agent
Torpedoes
Triple X, the Soviet
Target
Union.
in range.
Spy.
Firing.
And Bond, meanwhile, is also doing the exact same
Bora
thing. This is just what
sair
spies
da
do
nave de novo.
in their off hours. It's just beef up. But like, the reason I want to talk about this moment specifically is because I have a note here that simply says the 1970s. This is basically
Bora botar o escudo em todo mundo.
so much of the fucking 1970s now. Bond has like a digital watch which has a tick thing in it that like prints out M yelling at him.
All corpus threats.
Honestly, part of the reason why I like this movie so much is because it is 1970s. Like they finally
So
swapped
dated.
even the music a little bit is like it's got the
Finish
Bond
your mission to
leitmotif
find
to it,
out
but there's
what's
all sorts of, and I cannot put this any other way, 70s voices.
Synth
mixed into
disco.
it. It's so good.
There's like Bond brackets phone, which again, if you want to use that on this movie instead of Live and Let Die, I don't understand you, but I'm quite enjoying it. Bond is
Tá, eu acho que eu tô começando a entender. É tipo a mesma missões do negócio de antes, só que diferente. Eu acho.
an example of the sound of
É tipo mais etapas. Mais etapas. Estapas.
Bond has a fairly sort of standard like, yeah, I have to go because you know, my boss. And
Só
she
que é uma
Jen,
exterminação no
you
final.
can't go.
Não entendi.
Have to
I
come.
have a yes, exactly.
Se o filme fosse isso, em vez de ser um negócio de você ir pra nave e voltar, eu acho que seria bem melhor. Mas explicar isso pra, tipo, pro público normal, eu acho que é mais difícil. Porque, tipo, você escolheu uma missão e tá.
He pulled out a horn and started shooting Ravalli.
As he says this, he is wearing a
Vai fazer as missões normais, no Real Jack.
fucking ridiculous.
Aí, ó,
There's another line that I really want to highlight, which
você tem
is
que descer do Real Jack pra ir nas missões.
where
Isso seria foda.
Bond in some phase on missions right now.
Não era pra ser assim, Fortuna?
Well, tell him
Tipo,
to
você
pull out immediately.
descer e ir pro Real Jack.
Fully going down. There's a lot more of those in this movie.
I'm really into it. In my head, that's like Roger Moore's sort of like spinning.
O escudo da Gara aparece do lado de fora.
Thing is every
É
time
louco,
he
né?
does some Bond shit, what he's hearing in his head is just like.
Nave feia, na moral.
Yeah.
There is
so-
a genuinely really good ski chase, though.
Pedal on deck.
There's a ski chase.
it's really
There's
good.
a fucking ski chase. Bond in his bright yellow ski suit. And a bunch of Soviet
15
agents,
Ducats.
who include fake Soviet Bond, the guy who Agent Triple X was fucking earlier, are skiing after Bond and trying to kill him because, I don't know, just Cold War shit, basically. And Bond kills a couple of them.
Okay.
And then dives off of a cliff, skis attached, and pulls the
pegou?
ripcord on a Union Jack parachute. Ba-da, ba-da.
This is the moment, actually, if you look at any historian's idea of James Bond, I hate I said that, but if you do, this is the moment when Bond became like a fundamental British hero instead of just a character who happened to be British. And it's like, this hit the psyche of England so fucking hard. And it says a lot that my immediate thought upon seeing that was nonce.
And this moment ends up being deliberately like parodied in later Bond films. When we get to Die Another Day, we'll see it come back. But it's a genuinely amazing stunt, and they really did it. They had a guy ski off a cliff. He nearly fucking died.
They just threw a guy off a cliff. Yeah, but like I also like.
Yeah, it's not a doll this time like we'd like to be.
I have a bit more. Yeah, I actually have a bit more affection for it than the nonce thing because I don't know. Combined with the like weird noises, which is an ongoing theme of this movie. This movie has so many weird noises mixed into it.
Oh yeah.
And also just the fact of like everything looking so 70s. Like as soon as the parachute opened, I just kind of put my head in my hands and I just kind of remember going, "Oh, you daft old bastard!" You know, this is the silliest shit I've ever seen. And like,
well, to its credit, I did also write down, now that's some real Bond shit.
Yes. Yeah,
like,
it is.
That's fucking capital B Bond shit right there, baby.
We get the credits, which I'm not going to dwell too much on. It's naked girls and guns. The funny thing is that it does seem like Bond is like on a trampoline for most of it. You just like the first time you see the Bond silhouette, he's like springing into frame off of a trampoline.
Nobody does it better.
Nobody does it better. Carly Simon.
Stuck in my head for
Sai do esquadrão.
It's a
esquadrão.
It's a good song.
She's no Shirley Bassey, but she doesn't need to be. Yeah.
Meanwhile, in Moscow, Agent XXX finds out that somebody has killed her boyfriend in Austria, but we don't know who yet.
Yeah. In my favorite set in this whole movie, General Gogol's office, which I don't know if it's intended to be a reference to Ivan the Terrible or if it's just like, I don't know, Ken Adams' brain, but he's in kind of like a communism monastery. It's like bare white walls.
It's huge.
Like
There's
arches.
no reason for his room to be that big.
Yeah,
it's massive.
Giant banner of Lenin specifically, which is cool.
It's in his desk is in the center of the room as well. Like it's not against a wall or anything.
And the rest of the room is like totally featureless, apart from a single chair. Like in the middle of the shot, right? There's just a chair in the middle of the room. And
so we have invented editing, but we haven't invented cinematography just yet.
Oh, we invent it halfway through this movie.
No. And so I looked at this chair, and I was like, that's a bit weird. And then it did the reverse shot back to Gogol. And there's another fucking chair behind his desk, also in just the middle of the room.
Equidistant between the chairs is his desk.
He just has this perfect arrangement of like chair, desk. And I really appreciate it.
The room, honest to God, looks like a fucking point-and-click adventure game. Where it's like, oh, I know exactly what I have to drag onto what here.
Use chair on.
Yeah, he's got a normal phone, and he's got a red phone. For like top secret shit. Business and pleasure.
I would just use the secret phone all the time.
Well, that ruins the majesty of using the secret phone, though. You'd have to get another secret phone to be like a double secret phone.
Imagine Gogol calls you in and tells you to take a seat and you just sit in one of the, like, fucked chairs.
So, as you can see... Sorry, that was German.
It used to be very normal, but then I ate this store of chocolates that we found.
My name is Gogol. I'm the Premier of the USSR. I feel like maybe he would have a different accent to that. I might have fucked
no, it's okay.
I kind of like Gogol. He plays... Yeah, he plays off doing M but Russian pretty well, I think. He displays some concern for Agent XXX, and then he like softens a bit when he tells her that her boyfriend has been killed in Austria. She doesn't know it's by Bond yet, but we do. and he sets her on this
Onde
thing
é que eu
of
pego o
finding
tripulante?
the missing
Tem que salvar?
submarine with Temkin.
Now,
I mean, we go straight back to the dismal Nant country, to Britain, of course.
Yep.
And it's one of the movies where we remember that Bond was in the Navy. So they pour him into a uniform, and we
they decant Roger Moore into a naval officer's uniform.
Roger
and he
Moore has
looks
been strained
so out of it.
Yeah, into a Navy commander's uniform.
Tá, eu preciso de um MK2 de alguma coisa.
To skim her off.
He looks terrible.
How?
Also, Roger Moore my man is looking old as balls in this film.
He's old in this movie.
And this is only his third film. Like, he's only gonna look fucking older. He's got 4 more to go, but he looks like shit.
He's like 47, I think, in this movie.
Yeah,
around that.
Navy Bond goes to Fast Lane Naval Base in Scotland, which looks as miserable then as it does now or at any other time. And gets the fun briefing from the various Royal Navy people. My favorite part of this, right, is that not only does the Navy work in like a very modernist office in Scotland, but there's a big metal vault that says like Polaris Control Room, right? And when the Navy are trying to brief him and M, the way that
he was 49 in this movie.
Jesus.
No.
The way that they try and open this is you open a blank keypad, just push a bunch of like different buttons.
They all make a slightly different tonal beep as well.
And then the giant sort of vault door swings open, and a computer on a fucking motorized thing is just yeeted out towards you. It's fantastic.
Bond shit.
It's some real Bond shit. Like, this is the thing, this whole movie is just, like, it's so fucking silly that, like, once it sheds the sort of thing of, like, oh, we have to take this seriously, and just goes into, like, one of our submarines is missing, 007. Just be like, oh yeah, okay, this is just stupid. I can play along.
And the upshot of this scene, which, like many of the scenes in this film, goes on too long, but the upshot is that somebody has found a way to trace the position of nuclear submarines when they are underwater. And whoever it is who has managed to do this is maybe located in Cairo. So go there and find out.
Beware.
That's
our main boy, the villain for this movie.
Yes.
Marine biologist Carl Stromberg, who I enjoy him a little bit more than I like Blofeld, actually, in everything except
kind of interesting. I thought he was just gonna be a Blofeld. I thought he was just gonna be like Carl Stromberg. A different man.
On the deck.
He kind of carries
The difference is that Blofeld's plans made slightly more sense.
Yeah. The thing about Stromberg, right, is that he kind of raisins this move out by being the most Scandinavian man. So he's kind of like, he spends this entire movie sitting there in like diaphanous black robes, like death and the Seventh Seal.
All of his fucking shit designed by a lessee, like just shapes in his outfit.
Extremely uncomfortable looking monstrous chair. He's just
Sir, Mr. Bond.
calls him Mr. Buns so fucking often. Mr. Buns.
One of the cruise ships.
He has one massive one.
Video games.
Yeah, the scene in which we're introduced to him, he is sat at one end. There is woman sat at the other end. Don't worry about her. And then two guys. He's the most fucking scientist-looking ass guys.
I have something. I could be wrong about this because I did involve the check, but I'm pretty certain one of these.
Não sei o que tá acontecendo, na real.
So the nuclear physicist.
Tô atirando.
Which leads me to believe that along with our favorite app, Hench, there is also like a boffin app. And you can just like sell your services to the nearest people. honorary professor or something interesting.
Podia, sei lá, acertar os tiros.
Well, they sure as fuck aren't gonna get another job after this.
I guess when you've worked with one evil genius, really you're sort of typecast at that point.
That's true.
You can only be the evil scientist. So he brings them in and he goes, what's one voice? We're going to give him the German one because it's called Stromberg, even though he doesn't sound fantastic. You have successfully held up your half as a bargain. Now I have sent 10 million to each of your Swiss bank accounts. However, there is one thing, and then like there's like drama music. I have determined that someone in this room, no, he doesn't use it, determined that someone has betrayed me and sold a microfilm to someone trying to sell it in Cairo.
Someone again, someone's leaked the tracking device thing.
Yeah. He goes, you'd better leave us. And she gets up, walks It was a fake out. He knew that she was the one who did that, and he presses a big button.
Classic Blofeld maneuver.
And drops her off fucking Shark Tank.
I mean, even the Shark Tank. This is a movie that it basically has no individual new ideas. It's like you only Thunderball twice is what it is. But like
Marines, charge personal shields and get to your ram sleds.
We are running out of water-based animals that can kill people. I mean, we are. The only one that's really left is jellyfish, and Alex Rider already did that.
No, not yet. So
We've had crocodiles, we've had sharks, we've had
Aumentou cada vez mais com
I mean, what else are we gonna have? Like dolphins?
Yeah, exactly. They went. They had sharks. They busted sharks first, and I think they realised that was maybe a mistake to go so early on sharks.
Yeah.
You know, like piranhas. I don't know. Crocodile. Alright, fuck. Bring the sharks back.
Sharks again. Sharks again twice.
this one
Não vai ser nada.
eaten by sharks, and the boffins are terrified. He's like, no, oh, go. I've done all of my terrifying killing. Yeah. Even though you've just established that I love to kill people when misdirected.
They both get in the elevator as well immediately afterwards, and I was like, I wouldn't personally go in the elevator. I would
have taken the stairs again.
Shit, dog.
Also, it makes no fucking sense because they get on a helicopter to fly away and they're like, oh wow, we did it, we escaped. And then he presses a button and blows up the helicopter, and it's like, why?
Double blow.
Why? If you were gonna kill them anyway, why did you also blow up your own helicopter and flight crew? Why didn't you just dunk them in the shark tank? Why didn't you shoot them with a gun?
He just loves blowing up
Que
helicopters.
merda tá acontecendo? Eu juro que é tipo só luzes. Luzes. Eu tô ficando meio tonto, mano. Jogando muito jogo.
I think he has a very
The thing is, it takes ages to reset the spring-loaded drill on the elevator, so you gotta do this.
This tells us everything we need to know about Carl Stromberg, which is that
Como
his
Shelby
fucking
diria,
insane.
vômito de luzes.
Also, this movie
Não, é
really over-reliant.
luzes vomitadas de Natal.
Man controls bank of CCTV cameras to show like power and malice. He has like a small. It's about the size of the soundboard.
Mas a equipe tá dando certo. Acho que eu tenho que usar Ignis, tipo, nunca mais mirar. Porque meu erro é estar usando uma Vector. Só pode ser. Não tem outra razão. Você vai estar todo mundo de Ignis agora. Meu Deus.
There is one thing I'd like to highlight, is that we
Não preciso nem olhar assim no equipamento, na lista de equipamentos pra ver. Mas eu sei que tá todo mundo de Ignis.
There is a fireplace behind him with a chimney.
Lembrando que tem essa Ignis galvanizada.
How the fuck? This man is underwater and he has a fireplace. How have you done this?
It's a really long chimney.
Secret is
There is a
just
shot
burned.
where he presses the
Acho que nunca
button
tinha
and the
visto
window guards come up and we see that he is underwater.
Yeah.
And in
Yeah.
the same shot,
Ignis.
there is a fireplace.
No core.
Look, he knows how much oxygen he has in
Drama
the room. He's like, look, I could be breathing this, or it could be warm, baby.
Sevagotch.
He's really taken a cue from Dr. No,
Então é assim
right?
que pega o Sevagotch.
The magnified fish window is back.
He has so many fish windows.
This
He
man
has like
loves
40
looking
to
at
50
fish.
windows.
He loves looking at fish so fucking much that he has his entire secret base like paneled in fish.
Tiraria trampão.
Here's the thing, that's the second one, by the way, in case you're keeping count.
Nice.
The thing is, his base, and he fucking presses a button and it goes above the water so that his two scientist guys can take off. Again, just shoot them, whatever.
Ele
This
tava
base
fazendo
is the most
isso
fucking
aí. Tava.
evil-looking base I have seen in some time. It's some real, like, meanwhile of the Legion of Doom.
Yeah, it's like the dark version of the LAX terminal.
Really good.
O que eles estão olhando?
It's so cool. I
Não
love
tô
it.
lembrando
So
dela.
we also get to see his henchman, which in
Ah,
this
só o
we
comandante
get
pode
another
ver na
fake
verdade.
out because it's a big dude who with like a lot of neck rolls.
Oficialmente
called
banido.
Kando, who I really like. I really like that.
I like Andor a lot. He summons a wide man and he's like, no. That is not the dimension
Oh, tem que
in which I
voltar.
want my henchmen to be.
No, different
Large.
axis. Give me another one of these guys.
Who steps through that door, baby?
Richard fucking Keel. It's
Acertei.
Jaws.
It's Jaws.
We love him.
Jaws fucking owns. Jaws.
Bring
if
me
you
a wide henchman and a tall henchman.
bring me a very tall man. Bring me a 7-foot tall man with metal teeth. And I'm gonna get these two guys
Fair.
together, and I'm gonna set them a mission, which is go to Cairo, find out who's been selling this microfilm with my fucking secret plans on it, and kill everybody who's gonna like even get near it.
It's genuinely like a Pinky and the Brain like duo character designs, except both of them are massive. It's like two huge guys. There's no other foible to any of their characters.
Imagina se o
It's
Warframe
not
fosse
Pinky and the
tipo,
Brain, it's like
bom.
Hunk and the Hunk.
I employ two large men, but large in different directions.
My next man is very deep. I have one henchman who is extremely deep.
So
He's
we
like a
gotta
place.
We gotta go to Cairo. You know what Cairo is? It's in Egypt. You know what Egypt has? Desert. You know what desert has? Camels. And so the next shot, and this occasions my note, which simply says camel
Chama.
knots, is
Chama.
Bond
Para de falar
wearing
que-
full Lawrence of Arabia,
Bora,
like
Loki.
Bedouin dress, riding a camel in the desert.
Check this out. What about Nonce of Arabia? Is that
Nonce
anything
of
Não
German?
sei nem como é que
Arabia.
é essa build.
You have to mouth nonce a little bit weirdly to get it to work, but I think
Now-
nonce
coisa
of
pra
Arabia.
analisar.
He enters a sort of a caravanserai tent, and we get two things which like I approve of. Roger Moore saying "Salam alaikum," and then Roger Moore saying,
May the peace of Allah descend upon this magnificent abode and allow a poor traveler to enter.
Yeah, they made the interesting decision in this one to be like, maybe he should be able to speak the language. Like, after all the previous ones where Bond is like, you forget I took a first in Oriental languages to Cambridge, and then just can't speak at all. They were like, maybe he could just speak Arabic, actually.
"Yeah," and of course he like went to Cambridge with the Sheikh of Egypt.
None of these people are Arab.
Yeah,
no,
not
this
entirely
is a
clear what this
guy.
guy's deal is. He's just a white guy in a tent.
For a second, I thought it was gonna be a like I refuse to go entirely Egyptian
Look out for
thing, but like no, he doesn't work for MI6. He's just like an Egyptian guy who is not Egyptian, who Bond went to Cambridge with.
Is he meant to be Egyptian?
Yeah, his name is Sheikh
Use it
Hussein.
to crack
Yeah,
open
and
the
there are
relic.
3 girls in the background who are all billed as Arab beauty
meu
directly
Deus,
on
travou.
it, and none of these people are Arab.
No, and
I did not realize that this guy was meant to be Egyptian. I thought he was just an old friend of Bond's who like works in Egypt.
no,
Exactly, because you would be forgiven
Ainda quem tá levando dano.
because this man
oh, you want to talk about racist? There is like
This
there's
guy
a bit
white.
where like the gear changes on the racism, and there is breathtakingly fast elevation of the racism because there are two lines. There are two lines back to back, right? And as soon as I was about to pause, clip one of them, the second one got me. It was like a two-hit combo directly to the fucking windpipe. Bond salams this guy salams back. He's surrounded by like, like the treasures of the Orient, and he says,
Special operative. Bottle that signal.
What can I offer? Sheep's eyes, dates?
Done. One last thing. Get to the override.
yeah, no, I had a stun lock on.
Cyclops array.
We don't just have oil, Bond. Would you like a sheep's eye?
Spy é geralmente o que eu entendo.
There's a moment I'd like to highlight. This guy is surrounded by
Ainda
sexy
menos.
ladies, and he says to Bond, oh, can I offer you like a bed for the night? And Bond's like, I should really like get going on my mission. And this guy like claps his hand, and this lady in Not a Lot walks in, and Bond says, oh, well, I guess, yeah, all right, I can check. But so it's implied that this guy is like offering Bond this woman is his mistress or his wife, or she works for him. But either way, she looks fucking terrified. She is not making a facial expression like, oh yeah, I would love to shag Roger Moore. She looks fucking scared.
I should also say, the kind of vibe that you get off this guy off the train, it's sort of like hedonism bot from Futurama. It's kind of like... See, Mr. Bond.
Mr. Bond, have you taken our fine selection of pussy?
Shields up and exterminate those
We have
rats.
some fantastic cunt stars, Mr. Bond.
The line that Bond says upon realizing that there's pussy offered with the bed is, well, when one is in Egypt, one should deep into its treasures.
O bicho tá matando todo mundo.
Yeah, I just wrote nonce in full caps there. I wrote nonce 4 times in a row. This is groin in my notes where I have 3 in a row that just say nonce.
If you trigger
I know
the
we're
ones
living
now,
it.
So
the enemy
Bond
will start
has
destroying
to
data.
like go to a guy's apartment to find a guy called Fekesh who like has information on the microfilm. Fekesh has the nicest apartment in the world. A sexy lady tries to distract Bond, and there's like, can I distract you with some pussy while we're waiting? To set him up for being murdered by Shandor.
This is Roger Moore, so he was like, well, I have just eaten.
What's really funny is he's like, no, this is an obvious trap. I'm gonna go look in this other room. Instead, he takes 2 steps into the other room, then changes his mind. He's like, pussy.
Tá de vara.
Like, there is some pussy on offer, so
that is true.
And then he does a move that is similar to the start of a different move. Where he's about to get shot and he just swings this lass around and lets her take the bullet. Just when he kills her and leaves.
It's not like as offensively written this time because she has a line that kind of suggests that she's throwing herself in the way of the bullet because Bond, I don't know, did dark magic on her.
Doesn't come across.
Maybe.
Bond fights Shandor on a roof and then murders him. Really viciously.
Oh yeah, this is the unprovoked answer.
That's really
because like Shandor is like a big dude, right? He's a big bull. Watching this guy run, watching this guy fight, very fun. Genuinely, he's like one of those dudes who's it's funny to watch run because his muscles can't get out of the way of the rest of him. So he'll just be like running upstairs and just like sort of like different bits of his anatomy will be like colliding with each other. Every time I see Shandor run, I want to do like Gary's mod collision noise.
Fuck, that's good. I might edit that to go out when this goes.
But no, Bond extracts information out of him by dangling him over the edge of a roof. He's like, where's Fekesh? Shandor tells him the pyramids, because there's only 2 locations in Egypt. And Bond doesn't even go like, thanks, and hits his hand free and drops him to his death.
questionable morality for that entire scene, really.
Bond just commits murder. It's pretty vicious.
R.I.P. Shandor.
Bronstein Rosette. I'm flagging it up.
No,
RN.
I have another candidate for this. If Shandor, I was thinking this too, but like, if Shandor had survived longer, Kronstein Rosette, and I have something entirely different in mind.
Very well. Oh, I actually think I know what you're referring to, and I
maybe
agree.
So we go to the pyramids. It's night. There's a big spooky light show about the pharaohs, which is cool.
Bond spots Fakesh in the audience, and the reason why he knows what he looks like is because in Fakesh's office there is a framed photograph of himself on his desk.
It's
Bond
called
looks at.
self-care, and it fucking rolls.
It's so good. I flagged that up. I was like, what the fuck is this? It's so good.
I actually have a framed photograph of myself directly opposite from where I'm sitting.
Yeah,
I would like
James Bond needs to
myself,
identify
sure.
you. Yeah. So Agent Triple X is there. She is trying to get information out of him. And